Happy morning, children. In the previous class, so far we discussed about the Mughal Empire chapter. In the previous class, we had discussed about battles with Sher Shah. That is, so happy morning, children. In the previous class, we were discussing about the Mughal Empire. Is it? In that, we saw how the battles took place between the Humayun and Sher Shah. After the death of Sher Shah, the Humayun came up, but he did not ruled the empire for a longer period, and he met with an accident fall downstairs the stairs of his library. And coming to the Sher Shah Suri, Afghan leader in the eastern India, he was called by a Sher Khan after killing a tiger single-handedly. And he within a few shorter period of time he expanded this power and as well as the territory, and he was a good administrator, excellent administrator, and he came up with the built of new network of roads, that is Sadak-i-Azam, that we call it as Grand Trunk Road, that is National Highway of 1, and introduced new coins, and he defeated Humayun in the Battle of Kannauj and established the second Afghan rule in India. And next comes to the Akbar. Akbar was the son of Humayun, and he was at the age of 13 years when he ascended the Mughal throne. But Bairam Khan was acting as a regent for the Akbar. And even the Akbar, in order to know about the Akbar's rules, there is a chronicles written by the Abdul Fazal. That is, who wrote Akbar Nama, an official account of Akbar's rule, and it has got 3 volumes. First volume deals with the Akbar ancestry. Second volume deals with the important events that took place during Akbar's rule. The third one and the last volume, Ain-i-Akbari, offers the details about the administrative structure during the Akbar's rule. All this we saw. In today's class, we will be seeing about the territorial expansion under Akbar, how the Akbar expanded his territory. So, students, coming to the today's topic, that is territorial expansion under Akbar, how he expanded his territory. So, Akbar has wanted to bring his entire region, that is India, under the Mughal control. In order to bring the entire India under his control, he started making certain policy of contest. So, what he did in 1561, he came up with certain forces. He begins to launch attack on Malwa when in 1561 the ruler of Malwa fled his kingdom. Fled means he ran away from his kingdom when the Akbar started launching certain attack on the Malwa in 1561. The Bas Bahadur, who was the ruler of Malwa region, he, as soon as the Akbar made attack on Malwa, this Bas Bahadur fled his kingdom and he ran away, and he annexed the Mughal Empire. He surrendered to the Mughal Empire. Then Bas Bahadur was later offered a position in return for his surrendering his territory in the Mughal court. Then what happened? Later, 3 years later, this Akbar sent an expedition to Gondwana. They went on a journey to expand, as he was interested to expand his territory. He made an expedition towards Gondwana. So where the Queen Durgavati was ruling the state as the regent of her son. So as his son was very minor, so in place of absence of his son as was minor, this Queen Durgavati was ruling the state, and she was very tough against to lead the empire, and this made very tough to fight against her, and the Akbar was, this Queen Durgavati was against the Akbar offerings. Then later she was defeated and the kingdom was given to the, was combined with the Akbar's empire. Then in 1572, what did the Akbar did? In 1572, he conquered the Gujarat, which was the important place for the trade and commerce, where the business activities and the trade activities used to take place in the Gujarat. He conquered this in 1572 by Akbar. So students, in order to expand his empire throughout India, first he conquered the Malwa region, then Gondwana, then Gujarat. Now Rajputana. Rajputana is nothing but the present Rajasthan. So in order to he's having a political wisdom. He was very much conscious about his expanding his territory, and he was a foresight to make the Akbar realize that the presence of the Rajput power near the Delhi would make him to become a problem in expanding the Mughal Empire. So in order to expand his Mughal Empire, he has to keep friendly relationship with the Rajput, or else it would be impossible for him to expand the Mughal Empire. So what did he made an idea in order to, on the other hand, he established a friendly relationship with the Rajputs. So in order to consolidate, in order to combine all the regions which he captured or which he going to capture, so so that he can expand his control over the region. For this, what he made, Akbar tried to win the support of the Rajput rulers. So how could he achieve this? By he extended certain offers. He kept certain offers in front of the Rajput kings. First one, what was the first one? He offered important posts in the administration as well as in the military system. So in administration as well as the military system, he gave certain position in order to look after the caretaker of the empire. For whom? For the Rajputs. Later, he also kept another offer, that is matrimonial alliances, in order to engage the men and the women, from one from the Rajput's family and the other from the Mughals family. There he started getting get made an invitation or made an offer with the Rajput's kings that one of the family member is going to get married with the Rajput family. So by this we can have a good relationship and we can also expand our kingdom. So he thought this. So what he did for this, Barmal, the king of Amir, whose daughter Akbar married. So Akbar married this daughter of the Barmal. What was the reason behind in getting married the daughter of Barmal is in order to expand the empire. This was the another one. Akbar let most